Hello, everybody. It's Joe, aka Nerdfist. We're here today in a brand new Let's Build world. Yay! So, like the South Park map, this is going to be a new Let's Build world inspired by one of my favorite TV shows, and it might be a show that a lot of you are unfamiliar with, because I'm probably assuming that many of you are probably probably in your teens, or maybe you might not even be a teenager yet. You might be a youngin, a very young fellow. But I'm an old fart, and I like I like old fart things. So one of my favorite TV shows is the Andy Griffith Show, and the town in that TV show is called Mayberry, and it's like a very rural, small town. You kind of like a very small town, American, apple pie and, Coca-Cola town. It's very, sleepy, small town. So I thought that what we would do is try to recreate Mayberry in Minecraft, and I have a little bit of it built already, and we'll probably go around today and see some of the buildings that I have here. And my voice is kind of feels like it's going on me for some reason, but it's getting dark. So let's see if we can change the time here. So we can. There we go. Nice and bright, so we can see everything. And let's bring up our arms and change our view here. So here we have. This is the Mayberry courthouse, and this is kind of the the pivotal location of the series, next to the house, the Taylor house. It's the main character, Andy Taylor, and of course Barney Fife and Opie and Aunt Bee. So this is where a lot of the show takes place, and so here's the outside, and I'll bring up a picture of how it looks in the show so you can get an idea. And I'll also bring up, these are like kind of 3D recreations of the town that I think were done for like the DVD release, I believe. So I was able to pull those for reference. So that is what the courthouse looks like, and I think I have it pretty down. It looks very much the way it does in the show. I kind of broke up the brick a little bit. I built it originally without these like slab columns, but it was just too much brick. So I put it in. It kind of breaks up the look of the building a little bit. And this, like the South Park town, not all buildings are probably going to be furnished. I might go back and furnish more buildings, but mostly just the main locations from the show will actually be filled out. So we can go into the Mayberry courthouse and see what it looks like. So here we are. We have the this is the desk where Andy sits, and of course this is Barney's chair. Got some filing cabinets, and this is of course the gun rack. And I just put some some bow and arrows up there because of course there's no guns in Minecraft. This is like it's everything, the courthouse and jail. So this would be like where the jury sits when they're having trials. And this is like just a little bookshelf. This is the bulletin board. Back here there's like a little office area. There's also a bed back here because sometimes in the show they have to stay overnight in the courthouse when they have prisoners and stuff like that. So here are the cells. And there's some other little chairs over here for sitting, and inside you can see there's beds and chairs and flowers. And in the show, the cells were always very, very nicely decorated with, very nice home furnishings. It was never, like a real jail cell. So that's what it looks like in here. And I'll bring up some pictures from the show so you can get an idea of what it actually looked like from the show. All right, so hopefully y'all will agree with me that this is pretty accurate to the show. Of course, this is in color. I thought about maybe doing the doing these videos in black and white, just because I am kind of a snob when it comes to the Andy Griffith Show. The show ran for either 7 or 8 seasons, but I am of the opinion that it kind of went off the rails after season 5. Season 6, it went color, and Barney Fife, who's of course Don Knotts, who is a legend of Hollywood. If you haven't seen some Don Knotts movies, go rent, The Ghost of Mr. Chicken or The Shakiest Gun in the West. I think some of them might even be on Netflix. I think The Shakiest Gun in the West is, but that's not his best movie. His best movie is The Ghost of Mr. Chicken. I'll argue that point. So so anyway, let's look at right next door. This is another building. Of course, you saw in some of the pictures I put up of what this building looks like from the outside. But let's throw them up again so you can kind of get a quick reminder. So yeah, so right next door to the courthouse is Floyd's Barbershop, and I kind of put this wall out here as kind of a one of those barber poles, but it doesn't really look like one, but I think it kind of does okay. 2 chairs, no wait, which is a reference from one episode where kind of a gangster poses as a barber to kind of set up a illegal booking gambling agency inside Floyd's barbershop. So we can go in. And of course, here's the barbershop. You see, I have the barber chairs, and I kind of put them on pistons, so they kind of raise them up and stuff. I was originally only going to put 1 barber chair in here, but I decided to put 2. Who cares? It's all decorated out, and this is there's like a shelf behind Floyd that has little barber items on it, shaving mugs and stuff like that. So this is kind of that shelf, and of course places for people to wait, reading material, all lovely. Kind of use some ice as glass or mirrors, Floyd's clippers, of course. We can go back here. This is just a little office area, not quite finished. I'll probably put some more stuff back here. I don't know what I'm going to put in here. Maybe a bathroom. It doesn't really. I think it does go back here a couple times in the show, but you never really see anything. And of course, this is just back here. There's going to be stuff back here as well, but it's not there yet. Not there yet. So let's go back out here and go out the door. Shut the door. Across the street we have, this is Walker's Drug Store, and I'll pull up a picture from what it looks like in the show. So yeah, I think I got the outside of this building too. This is the first time I've kind of built a building that kind of had this kind of kind of like bay window. I've never really done that in Minecraft. Most of the buildings I've built have been kind of like these, kind of like square and flat, and pretty easy to build. But this one was a bit of a challenge, and it's kind of like one of those like old school buildings that kind of in the Art Deco style. So it was kind of a bit of a challenge to make, but I think it came out all right. And we can just zoom around so you can see. Now on this side, I was able to find some pictures of kind of what it looks like on this side. I think it's like a like a small like kind of apartments or offices on this side, but there's probably not going to be anything in here. There's like a back door there. So yeah, I think I got the feel of it down. And of course, I'm probably not going to flesh out any of the upstairs, so I've been putting in glowstone, and it kind of gives a nice kind of glowy feel at nighttime when you're when you're on this world. And you can see there's glowstone on the top of those windows too, because there's really no information on like what's up there. So there's what can you really put up there? Walker's Drug Store. Let's go in. Of course, we have the front counter here. Lovely shelves, a cash register. Has some shelves with all the wonderful lotions and potions and drugs and stuff to help you with your sickiness. Winter hats on sale. I don't know why I put that here. It seemed right. Here we have the soda fountain, which is something they go to a lot to get like root beer floats and stuff like that. I'm kind of happy how it came out. It's not, I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but I think it came out alright. It's kind of small, kind of cramped, but, oh well. Here's kind of a back room. I probably wound up putting some more stuff in here. Of course, here's the back door that goes out, and you can see just where I've laid down the roads. And unlike the South Park roads, I used these are coal blocks. Ooh, that was good. I used coal blocks for the road, and I kind of like it. And I might go back and do it in the South Park world too. And there's some more buildings being laid out, and those will be moved into place later. But I was just trying to get the facades right. So anyways, guys, that has been our first tour of the little Mayberry Let's Build. And I'm probably going to build most of the town. I was able to find a map online, and I'll go ahead and pull that up. So this is kind of a map of the town. And it's marked with a number of locations. And most of the locations that are marked will actually be fleshed out. There'll actually be buildings that you can go in and visit. But I will probably build most of all the buildings that you see on here. You can see it's a lot. So I'm going to be drawing inspiration from a lot of different small towns, getting a lot of pictures of different houses, kind of little country houses, farms, and stuff like that. And also, unlike the South Park map, this map is not going to be so flat. There's a lot of little ups and downs in Mayberry, so there'll be a lot more like little hills and trees and little wooded areas. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you'll continue to enjoy watching more Let's Build Mayberry videos. And if you're a fan of the show like me, give me your ideas and feedback, or even if you're not a fan of the show, just tell me what you think. Yeah. This has been Mayberry. Look at it. Isn't it pretty? And we'll go see those other buildings in another episode. Those buildings aren't quite done yet. So we'll see those we'll see those on another day. So anyways, guys, I've been Joe, aka Nerdfist. Bye. Bye-bye.